Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video. If this video can get 299 likes within 24 hours, we are giving away $200 worth of XRP. All you have to do to enter this giveaway is press the like button on this video, comment something down below, and make sure you have the notification bell on. Ripple's XRP hits new milestone as 80% of validators are now being run by third parties. So people in the cryptocurrency market have always wondered if XRP was truly decentralized or not. This is one of the core questions that people are questioning, I don't know if that makes sense, about Ripple and XRP, whether it is decentralized or not. Next to this, of course, there's issues about it being a security, but definitely decentralization is a very big concern. The biggest concern was related to validators being owned by Ripple itself. However, XRP has recently just hit a tremendous breakthrough where 80% of its validators are not owned by Ripple. So as we know, XRP works with validators. And what do validators do? Well, they validate everything. And in this case now, we hit a milestone because finally 80% of the validators are not owned by Ripple. That means, of course, the higher this number is, the higher this decentralization rate, or the better it is for all of us holders. According to XRP's validator registry, only about 20% of the validators are controlled or associated with Ripple at this moment. Validators are nodes that participate in the consensus process of Ripple to validate transactions, of XRP, we should say. This is one of the most important tasks to maintain the XRP network, because of course these nodes have to say, yes, this transaction was true, this transaction was true, and such. Ripple allows operators to associate any node with any specific domain that is under their control. According to the official website, this encourages trust and transparency, and the Ripple team stated that they are actually planning to reduce their presence and even more, and eventually leave the process to third parties entirely. So, of course, at one point, Ripple had to be in here, because otherwise, who was going to take up the task of validating everything? And also, they didn't really know who was to be trusted yet. Now that XRP is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, there's of course trusted parties everywhere, and I think now they can really start to let their hands loose from these strings and just let the entire process be up to third parties. I've also seen a couple of tweets come by from CoinField, because that's a cryptocurrency exchange that has recently launched an XRP validator themselves, and they've also been working on a new quote-unquote huge, or even as they said, the most insane XRP project ever on the XRP ledger. And according to the official announcement on Twitter, they said this will be a game changer. In their literal words, "We have a great team of advisors in our upcoming XRP ledger project, all well-known figures in cryptocurrency space. I'll be thrilled to announce the names and details of the project very soon. This will be a game changer." At the end here, they're saying XRP has seen a 32% loss in price this year, and XRP partnered up with the BRD wallet. Ripple Price Analysis. XRP sits at 28 cents, but is it primed for a breakout against Bitcoin? We've been speculating for a breakout against Bitcoin for quite a little while here. The whole of October looked really quite juicy for a very steep increase in XRP to BTC price. What we have not really seen, though, is it being consistent. And what we've also not really seen, though, is the MACD crossover, or at least the MACD bullish sign that happens every year or so, that we saw now once more, has not really shown us the gains that we anticipated upon. This could be due to a couple of reasons, but I think that these gains are either to follow really quite soon or just not at all, right? I don't think this MACD is going to fail on us, showing us some really bad losses, but either it needs to happen really quite soon here, and as some people said, we need to break out of this 25-29 cent zone, just go either side, like up above 30 or really down towards 25 cents. I think the zone is more so 26 to 28 cents. We're looking towards 28 right now. And finally get someplace so the MACD can really do its thing, or at least, of course, the MACD itself is not going to do anything, but then kind of the prophecy, as I can call it, was true. At least that's what we expect it to be. Looking at the XRP-USD chart, not too important. Let's scroll down a little bit. They do not have a conclusion on this chart. All right, or this analysis. That's too bad. Then we can quickly get into XRP and XRP to BTC. Since our previous XRP-USD analysis, the cryptocurrency continued to fall from the resistance at 28.11 until finding support at 25.84. XRP has since rebounded and is now re-entering or retesting the 28.11 level. From above, if bulls can break 28.11, high resistance is expected at 28.90. This area of resistance is further bolstered by the 100 days EMA. Above 28.90, resistance lies at 30 cents, 39.8, and 31.77, which is the 200-day EMA. From below, though, the nearest level of support lies at the short-term rising support trend line. Beneath this, support lies at 26, 25.84, 25.18, 24, 23.45 cents. The trading level has seen a rather nice increase during October, and the RSI has remained at the 50 level, which shows that the bulls remain in control over the market momentum. Versus BTC, though, against Bitcoin, XRP managed to hold the support at 31.12 satoshis and rebounded higher to where it currently trades at 33.24 sats. From above, the initial resistance can be found at 33.75 and 3,500 sats, and above this, resistance lies at 35.68, which is the bearish 0.382 Fibonacci retracement. I personally actually think that this XRP to BTC chart looks really quite juicy, really quite positive actually, if we just look at it like this. There's another couple of resistances, but hey, you know, 33.75, 3,500, 3,666, 3,800, 3,936. These are the most important ones. Of course, this one as well, 35.68. All right, having said that, though, some of the nearest supports, 100 EMA, 3,200 sats, 31.12, 3,000, 2,800, 27.10, 26.00. And the trading volume remains low, but is showing signs it would like to increase. And the RSI has rebounded at 50, which is strong signs of the bulls. Furthermore, the stochastic RSI has recently produced a bullish crossover signal in oversold territory, which is a sign of a potential incoming bullish surge. Well, okay. So, conclusion here, nothing. They didn't actually conclude anything. They're actually saying, like, on the XRP to USD, it's looking a little bit more positive than on this last one. Because you can see here, RSI has recently produced a bullish crossover signal in oversold territory, which is a sign of a potential incoming bullish surge. I don't know if that's completely true. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, okay. Never mind. That could actually be true. I read it wrong. I thought they said exactly the opposite thing. Here they're saying RSI rebounded at 50. Also pretty good. Nothing to be said about that. RSI is something, yeah, you know, you can just quickly take a little look at, and some people like to use it for their analysis. I personally just use it to see if it's overbought or oversold, or, you know, in the middle, do nothing. In this case, I would just see it as something bullish, but not something too crazy. Whenever it's like something like here, you know, that's something crazy is going on. So either it has to consolidate or fall down lower. At least that's what I usually use it for these macro moves to quickly spot them. XRP may soon incur annual swell pump, but bears remain in firm control. So every single year up till now, we've seen the XRP price do relatively good when we're getting close to swell. If you have no idea what swell is the annual conference hosted by Ripple. They actually go over a lot of the XRP/Ripple developments of the last year and kind of summarize it with a very good keynote speaker every single year. They're most likely not going to disappoint us this year either. Now, what are we expecting though? Since last year we saw some crazy increases just before the event, this year we're also hoping for some crazy increases. Galaxy BTC analyst on Twitter, he said, or a popular cryptocurrency analyst on Twitter, spoke about this event in a recent tweet, explaining that history elucidates that the cryptocurrency may post massive gains before the event and then subsequently retrace following the event. The trade of the year is coming once again on XRP. Long 2 weeks before swell and short when the event is over. Price increase before the event is plus 115% in 2017 and plus 220% in 2018. Price decreases after the event were minus 43% and minus 51% respectively. Time to see what this year brings, he said while pointing to the chart below. Right, so this is the swell of every single year. Most likely, guys, this year we're going to see something quite similar. At least I'm hoping for it, and I'm going to kind of bet on it because, I mean, it's your best bet to go for. It's like a kind of a no-brainer to kind of try to trade this. So, like, in 1 week or so, we're going to just long XRP. It's possible. I'm going to check it out. You know, if XRP looks in a really bad position, of course, we're not going to do that. But for right now, it is looking like it's going to be a very smart decision to do such a thing. And then whenever the event is over, we're most likely going to be selling a lot of our XRP again, just for the time being, for the gains to kind of flow out, for the losses to be taken to the newbies. Despite this bullish near-term sentiment, Big Chets, another popular crypto analyst on Twitter, recently said that its inability to post a higher low and to break above its downtrend resistance line could spell trouble for how it trades in the near future. XRP USD Ripple approaching short-term downtrend line resistance on daily chart. However, still unable to establish a higher low, he said while pointing to the collection of charts seen below. We can see him right here, pretty obvious, not too much to be added. XRP USD Ripple approaching short-term downtrend line resistance on the daily chart. Let's quickly check his tweet out to confirm here. Posted a couple of pictures. Filled higher low. And the line once more. All right, he just has 3 pictures right there. Trade of the year for Ripple says XRP predicted by cryptocurrency analyst. This is most likely just referred to by Galaxy and most likely just is the same as this article right here. Didn't read it. Why not? Because it's not going to tell us anything new. They're talking about Swell. I just quickly saw it and it has like 50 words, all right? So I didn't check this out. They just say here, U.S. President Bill Clinton was the previous keynote speaker. And I mean, if you just do one quick scroll over it, you've read it. There's not much info on this one, but they are quite right. The trade of the year is really around the corner here. And I mean, we're not going to miss this one. We're definitely not going to miss this one. Why? Because why the frick would we, right? Like, the worst thing that could happen is that you're going to be stuck in a long position and XP is not going to gain that much, right? It just depends on how much leverage you're going with. Because, I mean, in theory, longing could also mean you just buy XRP. If the price goes down of your XRP, well, you got a little bit of an unfortunate position because your average price is higher. But in the end, you're still holding a coin that you think is going to do insanely good. So in the end, it will probably not matter as much. I just think the risk to reward in this case is pretty good. And I'm going to try to anticipate for it and just look for a good position for myself to get a little bit of an entry. This is not financial advice though. Even though it could be a good opportunity, it doesn't have to be. There's still a lot of things that can go wrong. You could still lose money. The price can still go down. So please don't bet on it and put all your savings into XRP right now. It is definitely still a little bit of a risk. And I'm also going to be watching and analyzing it pretty closely just to check my own risk management there. XRP's launch sequence begins. Destination minus 90% upside in coming months. This is a little bit more of an interesting article, is it not? I mean, the title is definitely quite grabbing, so I was really interested in reading it. XRP's move so far has perfectly adhered to path towards a major pump since the last mention. The price has risen by approximately 28% since the end of September, and there is more upside to the horizon. The price stood at 27 cents with a market cap of 12 billion, hovering just below Ethereum. It is an optimistic hope that by the time these targets are half achieved, there will be flippening and XRP will regain its throne as the second largest crypto in the world. Recap, bullish signal. The XRP price turned bullish as it bounced off the 2.5-year-old support at 21 cents recently. The 50 DMA has seen to be conquered by the 100 DMA, was being tested at press time. MACD managed to climb above zero line. Simultaneously, RSI was slowly but steadily crawling into the bullish zones. And unlike other cryptocurrencies that bottomed by December 2018, XRP created a new low. The chances of it going higher are more as compared to other cryptos. Similar to how Litecoin had a temporary rally due to its halving, XRP could be doing so good right now is what they're kind of saying. XRP's is time to shine, the major pump. The XRP community has been relentlessly waiting for a pump since the end of 2017-18 rally. The hopes of 589 and the Riddler kept part of the community going. The split community seems to have emerged as they've come to terms with the unrealistic targets. I mean, it was not really split. There were just people who believed in 589 and the realistic people. 589 was kind of just a hope for many people of like becoming rich really quite quickly, but I think there were not really many people who spread apart from people who did not believe in 589. I don't really think the community was really split apart that heftily like they're making it out to be. Although the past performance is not indicative of future price action, it can still act as a reference. The factors that played a role in 2017 run-up are long gone by now because of course that was majorly speculation. So it is better to be pragmatic about expectations, and XRP's rise will be hindered by a major resistance zone as seen above. We just checked them out in a previous article, what the major resistances are, which ranges from 39 to 50 cents, and here they're actually stating a little bit of a broader resistance, not in such a close term, but a longer one. And if there is a swift breach of this zone, the price will have a breathing room and will be free to move higher from here. Targets at 33 cents, 39.50, or at least the 39 to 50 cent zone, 68 cents, $1.21, and then all-time high, $3.90 to $4. Depending on the magnitude of the momentum, XRP's price will hit these targets accordingly, and if the momentum is humongous, that previously mentioned resistance zone will be taken out without a hitch. The move from this point onward would be easy to achieve once the bulls have completely taken over as the third biggest cryptocurrency. Don't completely get this part. Most likely they're meaning that we go to the second, but I'll leave it open for discussion. Guys, make sure you follow my second channel. It is called Dusty Finance. I want you guys all to subscribe to that channel right now. Also, don't forget to press the like button on this video, and don't forget to check out most of the links in the description below. I'll see you guys again in another crypto video though. This was Dusty. Peace out.